In Oxfordshire, getting around by car and other public transport can sometimes be the only option for people in the surrounding villages and towns. With the redesign and construction of the Westgate shopping centre, there have been many dilemmas with traffic and the rebuilding of the shopping centre itself, as it is behind schedule. In 2015, it took close to 5 minutes just to travel 1 mile by vehicle in the city centre, as well as average speed of 30 miles per hour coming into Oxford.
Currently, last week there was three things that were impacting upon free movement of traffic: the Westgate Centre, the Folly Bridge, and works on Botley Road. And it wasn't so well timed, and there was massive congestion. So it's particularly bad at the moment.
Traffic at the moment is a nightmare. I have to come in from West Oxfordshire near Witney. It can take me over an hour just to get in the morning to make sure I'm here for 8:30 in the morning.
With the rise in technology over the last 60 years, traffic has seen a massive increase of 7 times what it was, whilst the roads have only seen a growth of under a third the original length. Here we were able to secure an interview with Neil Edwards. He is the Group Director of Commercial Support at Oxford College.
How do you think the construction of Westgate is coming along?
I think when you think what it was before, very old 1970s building, and probably they took 2.5 years to raise it and then fill the ground with concrete before it started building. I think it's come along pretty much in terms of the timelines. It's due to open on the 24th of October, and of course planning for something like this would have been probably 5-10 years in the making. So overall I think it's doing pretty well. It has proven to be challenging for the residents and people working within Oxford because of the travel situation.
Have you been affected by the construction in any way?
Like most people coming into work in Oxford, I come down the Abingdon Road to come into work, then yes, I have been affected by that. Which has been sort of exacerbated over the last few weeks because of Folly Bridge is also being dug up at the same time. So the council obviously decided to take the opportunity to have two problems at the same time, rather than open up the Westgate and then having to dig the road up. So I think that's sensible. Obviously there's a lot of aggravation within the local press about this, but that's just one of the things of living and working in a medieval city.
Is there any way you think they can help the traffic?
Well, that's a really interesting question. Oxford City Council at the moment are looking at ways to improve traffic flows up until 2050. So if you think about what works pretty well at the moment, like the park and ride, and I know Oxford Bus Company have recently invested in a significant number of new buses, that's a benefit. Train travel into Oxford should be further encouraged. But if you look at some of the plans ahead up until 2050, the council are very keen on really keeping traffic outside of the city. So what they might do is introduce a workplace levy for parking. So if anybody, like the college here, has got parking spots, they may well be taxed on that. I think the other thing is they'll be very much looking for a green city. So you may well also get a levy, as you've got in, congestion charge levy, as you've got in the centre of London. I think the plan would be for sort of mass rapid transport, but that takes significant investment. And as you know, the roads here are quite narrow and constrained for buildings that were built up to 800 years ago. So whatever the answer, it's not going to be easy.
Here are some more views and opinions of the public.
The big problem, I think, is the relationship between differing contractors. So we've got work going on at the Oxpens, the development there for the new Westgate Centre. That took far too long to get the roadway into operation, and then that clashed, or still clashes, with work that's going on the Abingdon Road because of bats under the Folly Bridge. They had a particular time schedule. And then to compound the problems, We then suddenly found last week that there was work going on Botley Road. Why these people can't get their act together, that beats me.
With the Westgate set to open next month, it is unknown what the state of traffic will be like in the area for the time being. All that can be seen is it caused multiple problems for people travelling into the area for work or leisure. This has been Bailey Green with Oxford News. Have a good day.